Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And caught by Henry. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
It's a gain of 8.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. A quick slant to Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 50-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 3. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Rolling to his right. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Into the hands of a Nunwa on the jet sweep. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Of 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic, he can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And an incomplete pass.
Prescott's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
25-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
To Hunter Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season.
After review of the play,
they had to go Badgley on for the extra point.
The extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin in the AFC.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
It's on the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
For a Kansas City.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Prescott on first down. Caught by Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Austin Eckler.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Edwards there on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
It's third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That throw into the arms of Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for it with Eckler. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level and got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he's forced out right. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 3rd down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.